What's up everyone, I hope you're all doing well today. I'm going to be, exactly as the title says, becoming literally invincible with ARBITR. If you don't know how the card works, basically it just stops your opponent from attacking, and this whole deck is set up to put an ARBITR down and then protect it. I'm not going to go much else into the deck because I'm about to break down the core cards, or you can just skip to the gameplay, of course. That's all I really have to say, except for use code DIBS in the item shop here and in the BTD6 item shop. That's it. Let's just get into the core cards and then some gameplay. Alright, jumping into the core cards here. I do need to preface this by saying I think there's a case that every card, maybe not every card, but a lot of cards in this deck are core cards. However, I want to break down some of what I think are the most important. Firstly, of course, is the ARBITR. That's what this whole deck is built around, the idea of locking out your opponent or making them waste everything they have on the ARBITR only so that they can later be overwhelmed by some other stuff like the Storm or other offensive balloons you want to include in this deck. Nextly is Target Practice Blimp. This is very important in the early game, I found, to help set up your ARBITR, because a lot of the cards, like the lead casting, like Double Trouble, and then if you want, like I have Improved Fortification in this deck, you don't need it, but if you want it, you can. Those cards are pretty costly and it can be hard to afford in the early game, which is like the best time to start locking out your opponent before they can get their defense set up. So Target Practice Blimp kind of helps. You know, the defense that they do have has to attack the Target Practice Blimp. Then you can build up your ARBITR, which of course, like I said, it's once your opponent starts getting stronger and stronger monkeys, you want your ARBITR to already be in a state where it's very, very difficult to kill. And that state is, of course, lead casting. You put 40 armor on that thing, plus there are lead coating balloons and multiple copies of lead casting in the deck. I mean, that's what's really going to make it invincible, and kind of air quotes there, because you're never actually invincible, because there are cards like Extreme Heat and Return to Sender and stuff, but I do talk about that in one of the games. Next is Double Trouble. This is your prevent against Return to Sender and Extreme Heat. Again, it can be played around, but this is kind of really this is the icing on the cake. You know, the lead casting, the improved fortifications, there's the aura of growth balloons, stuff like that. Those are what builds up your ARBITR. Double Trouble is the icing on the cake. And then you could even say that about Shrink, low-key. There's a game that I didn't film, so unfortunately it's not in this video. It was when I was testing out this deck, where I got a Shrink on a Temple. He had a great defense. He said, okay, the only way I'm going to kill this ARBITR is with my Temple. He played the Temple, I played Shrink, and then he instantly retreated. That's, of course, the dream. Anyways, not really much else I can say about kind of the core cards and the layout of the deck that can't be told by just watching this play out. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. I had fun with this deck. It is a very fun deck if you can get everything to work. And that's it. First game. Oh, sorry, yawning. First game is against Wrecked here. I hope I don't get wrecked. Anyways, I kind of like this. Well, I'm playing against an Adora, so he's probably not going to come out with a very aggressive start, so I should... Okay. I was looking to get maybe some farms, or Cash Drop Sniper, or Lead to Gold, or just something that'll get me some money. Because Adora usually doesn't come out swinging like a character Amelia, or even Quincy to an extent does. Or ZJ too. Anyways, with this deck, one thing I will say is that it's gonna sound pretty obvious. It either works or it doesn't, right? Like, there is a Double Trouble in this deck to help protect you against just getting, you know, Return to Sendered, or if you're playing against Gwen, they can use Extreme Heat. Oh, Pink Balloon from Adora. Maybe I should have gone. It doesn't matter, really. Let's see what I get. Lead casting. I am going to just do this and see if I get a farm. No farm. I'll take the aura though. That's all I have for this turn here. I guess I would like to probably get the Target Practice Blimp down. Anyways, what I was saying is, in case Gwen uses Extreme Heat or something, and just kills the Arbiter. Because then they can build up a huge push for like thousands of damage and then just kind of wipe it away in 1 second. Again here, I want to save until I can play both of these. So that's what, 6-10. I'll be 1 gold short. There's nothing I could have played and kept drawing. I guess I could have played the Burny stuff because I knew the storm was coming, but oh well. Gonna have to live with that. Just kind of waiting to see what he does here. So I had to make my laptop was getting kind of loud there. Ugh. I had to move everything. Okay. Man, this is just kind of like, I mean, it's fine. I'm just waiting. I do have the ultra rare power I could pull, but I like I said, I want to get these target practice set up so I can start lead casting and buffing the aura. It's just been kind of a tough start, because, you know, I haven't started out with any farms or anything, but again, it's only the beginning of the game. He hasn't played any miners or anything, so I have no reason to rush, because I'm not, like, scared he's going to get some impenetrable defensive wall built. So I'm just waiting. He's taking pretty long on his turns, too. Wrecked. You better lock in, bro. Okay, you're really taking your sweet time here. Like, what is he even going to do? Just sniper? Okay, he's going to play 1 ceramic balloon. Awesome. What is he doing? Why is he taking so long? I will get some Bloontonium though, because I think I might as well start playing next turn. Maybe he's really debating what to do with this last sniper here. I mean, he's playing a door. Okay, so he was just gonna, he can heal it anyways. There's the farm I've been looking for. I like low-key have to start. Well, I don't have to do anything, I guess. You know, we'll just wait, and then I'll go in. Not go in, but I'll get the full, hopefully the full setup built next turn. I guess I only need 14 gold to play both auras and the target blimp. Target practice blimp. And then I can draw the Arbiter, and I can start lead coding it. And I can use Improved Fortify on it. Really just, really lock him out here. Hopefully I'll draw the, I know that I only put 1 copy of Double Trouble in, which might be a mistake, might not be. You know, the update did just come out, so I haven't had time to fully optimize this deck. He's just going to keep going in. I think that's fine. Maybe I'll get him to lock himself out if he plays too many Bloons. Ooh, is he going to sack this early? He really likes to think about his turns. So maybe he will take another 42 seconds to think about whether or not he's going to sacrifice. Okay, he's not. Wonderful. Alright, I am going to... I can take this. I lucky want to take it, so I get the 2 gold from the wall of trees. I'll just do this, and then I'll play both, but at ease. And then let's see, does he have, he can't even afford Super Monkey Storm if he has it, so that's actually awesome, because it's giving me a turn to buy some time here. We'll see. I mean, like, I guess we're not going to see, because even if he has it, he can't afford it, and my stuff will already be more buffed up by then. So, I'm curious if what he's going to do here, actually. Like, does he have a defensive game plan? No, he's just gonna start attacking the blimps. He might use one of Adora's, whatever this is, Orbs of Light. Try and kill it. I doubt it though. Anyways, how are you guys doing today? Hope you're all doing well. I'm doing pretty good. It's a nice morning here. I've been fiddling with this deck for the last couple days. That's why there hasn't been an upload. And like I said, I have kind of come to that. Ooh, interesting sacrifice. That's why I've come to the conclusion, like I mentioned earlier, it works or it doesn't, just like every deck in this game, but especially with this one. Ooh, okay. So he's playing his own target practice blimp, which would actually normally be a pretty good play. I feel like this card is actually, like, good. Like, a lot better than people are giving it credit for. Like, I don't know if it's worth including in, like, maybe one of my tempo decks that I use a lot, but I don't know. Anyways, I really need to get Arbiter set up this turn, or else I am hooked. I will do this. Get the Arbiter. It's the only ultra rare in this deck, if you're wondering why, or how I knew. And he still has to pop this stuff while everything else gets buffed. I should have done the Spirit Strike earlier. Should I do it now? I mean, it doesn't... I'm gonna have, what, 8 gold. If I do it now, it doesn't make any difference. Anyways, like I said, I do need to still play defense. Is it worth getting Wolf? No, I think it's worth doing this though. You do still have to play defense with this deck because, like I said, if they remove the Arbiter, you're just gonna be totally cooked, like to a crazy extent. I guess my defense is right now is just Spirit Strike and Burny stuff Mortar, so this doesn't really affect me because hero abilities are not like must pop, doesn't apply to heroes. Fun fact. That's it. That's the whole fact. Anyways, I want to hear your guys' thoughts on the Striker Jones game mode, like the roguelite, because I did a run of it and it took forever. Like I wasn't from the packages, I wasn't getting like any balloons. I was only getting good defensive monkeys. So a lot of my games went to like round 25 plus. Like it was just so bad, honestly. Like not bad, like the game mode wasn't bad. I was just getting unlucky. And so I guess I would like more measures against that to not just be totally cooked because you're getting unlucky. So I did all the games, and because your opponent has like 1,000 health and 300 shield, so the few balloons I was getting wasn't enough to actually fully kill them. And so I tried to play lockdown defense, turn by turn by turn by turn. It was quite the experience. Anyways, I am just going to lead coat, and I might as well play this. Get a little bit of damage in. Sure, is it even worth it? I don't know. I would like to well, I guess I'm either, like I said, I'm either gonna draw. Whatchamacallit? I could draw Double Trouble. I could not, but if I do it, it'd be nice because then it's buffed with armor. And I'll have 2 of them. Basically, I think this is kind of the state of the game where I just win or I lose. You know what? Remind me. Let's see, what is this? Let me write this down. Turn 9. Well, you know what? Never mind. We're just going to play this out, and you guys are going to watch this Adora suffer. Okay, you guys are going to sit here and watch nothing happen. For then, just skip, bro. Just skip the next couple turns. I'm leaving it all in the video, so if you want to hear me yap about Striker Jones gameplay, listen to me yap. If you don't, cut to the point to where I either win this game because he can not get anything through, or I totally lose this game because he just returned to senders my Arbiter, and I take 10,000 damage and lose. It'll be funny either way. That being said, I want to keep talking about Striker Jones gameplay. It was just like, I feel like there's just too many battles in it too. That might be a hot take, but I feel like it just kept going and going and going and going, and like I said, it just felt like there were so many battles, and they were all taking so long, and like the rewards really aren't that good. Like the rewards are fine. But, I mean, the first couple packs were nice, but that's also because it was my first time doing it. So, like, of course the rewards were going to be good, because it was like, oh, beat it for the first time. Beat it without using a potion, stuff like that. So, I don't know. I don't want to say waste of time, 'cause, like, there was some, like I said, the couple packs were nice. I did end up pulling a super rare Glaive Ricochet, which there's a lot of, I guess, honestly pretty cool things you can do with Glaive Ricochet. I'm still kind of, I don't want to say experimenting with, because I haven't really done much work into that, but I'm theory crafting. Anyways, I don't know. I'm definitely still going to do more runs of it, but, oh, my other big knock is actually about Bloon, and that's the fact that you can't, I didn't know that, you couldn't go, like, I didn't know that the different Dread Bloon phases were like totally separate from one another. I thought like once the event was over, I would be able to just go back. Oh, that's definitely getting shrunk later in the game. I thought there was gonna be a point where I was just gonna be able to go back and then like play the different Dread Bloon phases again to get my score up. But I missed because I was busy, so I couldn't do any of the second phase because it was literally only like a couple hours long. So I wasn't able to do any of the second phase. So I don't know, I thought that was pretty dumb. And so now I literally can't get back on the leaderboard because I missed a whole phase. And I could have, I mean, there's definitely still room for me to optimize how I did phase 3 because I ended up playing it in my Discord server, which is top link in the description if you want to join. And I was playing it in there, and I honestly didn't have the best attempt. But then I went back later, and I did it again, and then I did end up beating phase 3, like the whole way through. It took forever, but it was actually fun. Like, I like Dread Bloon. And then phase 1, I beat the whole way through, and I was like, I think I was top 10 on the leaderboard. I was like 9 or 10. Again, if I knew how the scoring worked, which I still don't fully understand how the scoring works, I think I could have done better, but I mean, it is the first boss fight, like, it's not a massive deal. Anyways, he is actually starting to crack through, what's it called? These guys. My target practice blimps, which means I could put another lead casing on ARBITR, and it would, I mean, he'd be doing 10 damage at a time. Actually, he'd be doing less than that, because these guys are gonna get another round of your other balloons gain armor 5. What is this on turn? Oh, on turn end. I wonder if this will trigger before it attacks. Anyways, if I use lead casing on the ARBITR, then he'll be fully locked out. And then if I draw double trouble, like, it's for real over for him. Because he could still have return to sender or something in his deck, and it's just like he's not drawing it. But I low-key doubt that's the case. Well, it definitely could be the case. I don't know. I feel like if it was the case, though, he wouldn't be taking so dang long on his turns. Also, shout out my burning stuff Mortar for still taking care of all the stuff he has going on here. Everything he has is on fire. Well, a lot of the stuff is gonna die though, so it'll give him more room to play whatever it is he desires to play. And that is game. Hold up, let me lead casting and then double trouble it, so then I get the super buffed one. And I don't think there's any way he's going to be able to stop this. I mean, they both have 500 health, 75 armor. I mean, and then after this turn, they'll get another 5. Wait, maybe. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention if this counted or not. That's even if he gets through this Moab. This Moab has 20 armor. He has, honestly, pretty awful defense. Like, I'm going to keep it a buck. I'm still growing shield with Oben's passive. And again, there's no way he touches these arbiters, because the only card he could have return to sender, and then I can just play it back down, and he won't. I mean, it won't be as strong. There won't be as much armor or health on it. Still be able to buy some time though, and that's if the storm doesn't kill him. So I'm about to get a BFB from the storm. Oh, come on now, it's over for you, broski. It is over for you. This guy is taking bad long on his turns, which lucky works though, because I feel like I just kind of needed to yap about Dread Bloon and the roguelike game mode. I don't even know what that rainbow. I guess a lot of space is clearing up. Maybe I'll get Spike Storm. Save it. Keep attacking that, whittle that down a little bit. I don't think my Burny stuff has hit it a single time. Anyways. We'll see. Can he do 400 damage? I don't know if he can to this one Moab. Well, he gets 2 turns. I guess. But yeah, Dread Bloon I actually did really like. I think it's a lot of fun. I'm not a super genius with this game. I'm always like good at making like PvP in every game I play. I'm good at making PvP decks, but I'm not good at making PvE decks, like against the computer, in case you don't know what that means. Oh, he just got through the other Bloon, the target practice Blimp. Like, it's just not my forte. Like, I like to play against real players because I like a lot of like creative strategies and stuff don't work, because in PvE, like against a computer, I mean it can be optimized. Against another person, not really, because there's a lot more factors, and this goes for every game. This isn't just a Bloons card storm thing. Also, can we talk about the fact he is what 130 damage coming at me, and that like my arbiters don't even matter. Like he wasn't gonna kill me anyways, and he's taking so long. Rex, bro, I don't know what could possibly be going through your head, but it clearly is not enough considering the margin of victory that I'm going to have in this game. Oh my goodness, I'd be so mad if I was him. Is it even worth? No, because I do want to keep the Spirit Strike, but I will just play this. And then, yeah, I think this is a solved game, and this will probably be the first game of the video too, because this just perfectly demonstrates exactly what I'm trying to do. Right, like this is, sorry, I'm reading some messages. Okay. Sorry, my phone was getting blown up. I had to read those. This deck just perfectly demonstrates what this deck does. I mean, he just used his Adore ability, and it didn't even do any damage to the Arbiters. He's cooked. I don't even know what did do damage to them. Why are they at different healths? Oh, because I bet this probably buffed one of them. This thing is low-key. It's not like invincible, but it's got 40 armor too, just from those balloons that give armor every turn. I can't remember what they're called. Lead coating balloons, probably, because that's like what everything's called. But yeah, this game is a perfect demonstration. It was long because Wrecked literally takes 15,000 years on all of his turns. However, again, perfectly demonstrates, you know, what the goal of this deck is. Just lock him out and then just win. Like, what? He just spent 30 seconds and didn't even make a play. This is about to be the best end turn I've ever done. And he retreated too. That was crazy. That Wrecked, if you're watching this, just know that's kind of crazy. I think you need to start thinking faster, respectfully. Let's get into the next game now. Yippee! Alright, I made a couple changes to this deck. And now we're playing against Doubt Cauliflower, which I don't want any extra monkey damage. I don't need him killing my arbiters any quicker. Okay. I don't hate this. I think I'm just gonna rock with it. I'd like to get a farm or something, but he is playing Striker Jones, so probably, ooh, Bloontonium Jones. He does actually get Bloontonium from that. I didn't think he would. Okay, anyways, what I added was I added some card draw. I added an extra double trouble, and then I added some BFBs. So that way, once you have this big, strong Arbiter, you can actually end the game, and you don't have to wait 50 million turns for your opponent to finally die to Storm. Wow. Ooh. I'll go target practice. And I guess just keep saving. Basically, I'm looking for a farm. Ooh, I only included 2 BFBs. That's the whole offense in air quotes that I have, is 2 BFBs. However, I think if I can set up the Arbiter, then I can just win regardless. How much gold do I want? 10 gold, which is exactly how much I have. So I will do this. And hopefully my screen doesn't get, I don't know what, I'm actually curious if my screen will get dark for you guys or not. I'm on low power mode, so I kind of gotta crawl out here. Hopefully it's not too loud, me moving around. There you go. Plug in my computer. Or my laptop, because that's, I'm in a very awkward, what? What did he play? That just killed everything. Super Monkey Storm. Okay, I didn't even know he had enough gold for that. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna keep it more than a buck. I'm gonna keep it a girt. Those who know. Wow, okay. Kinda actually cool that he just did that then instead of waiting for it, because now it's gonna be way harder for him to kill my Arbiter, especially once I get lead casting on it. You are cooked, buddy. If I play this, next turn I'll get 2 gold because a natty lead is gonna spawn for him. So I need what, 12, 17 gold, and then the turn after I will double trouble the super lead casted arbiter. I would like him to shoot with his cast drop right now too, because if I'm gonna set it up next turn, he's not gonna be able to get 30 back, and the boomerang won't even be an issue. Oh yeah, shoot with that too. Oh yeah, use it all. The boomerang won't even be an issue because there'll be 40 armor on it, so I won't have to worry about the boomerang whittling it down. I think the boomerang's lucky a goated card. I will be honest. I think the boomerang also makes sense in this deck too. Oh, it's so Jover, dude. So Jover for this guy. I don't even have enough. I don't know why I almost did that. Yeah, it's so over for him. Especially if I can get another round of, like if I somehow get another round of lead castings on it. Yeah, it's over for you. Okay. Kind of an awkward, it'd be a pretty awkward turn to play the Arbiter just because he's going to be able to do so much damage to it. So maybe I'll play the ABFB instead. Okay, holy moly. 17, wow, okay. I will do this. Lead cast it up. And improve fortify it. And then next turn, because of this, I'll have 11 gold, so I can double trouble it. And then it sucks I'm not going to be able to get off more lead castings. Oh wait, are you armor piercing now? You're not armor piercing. He doesn't have anything that's armor piercing, so he can't even get rid of the armor. So and then once I get down this double trouble, which I will, oh, see? There's the return to sender. He's using his brain. However, one thing he doesn't know is that I have more lead castings and that in hand. So I literally just wait until next turn, and then I just put it all back down, and then if he already used 1 return to sender, I will play another double trouble. What do you think the odds are he's running 3 return to senders? Because that's how many he's going to need to try and stop me. Yeah, nice try, buddy. I know he is angry right now. He is very upset. Very upset, and then he's going to try again, and then if he has another one, wow, he does have another one, which sucks because I don't have any more. I think I only have 2 improved fortifications. I definitely have another lead casting though, so and I have to sit here through the boomerang cutscene. Love that. Might as well. His defense honestly isn't very good, so I might just do the BFB plays, and I can shrink you maybe. I could just go in on offense here. What I could start doing is going in with these BFBs, and then kind of taking a step back, and then putting the arbiters down, so that way if he does manage to kill the BFBs, which I don't think he will, then he's not in a good position to do anything else. Or I could say, hey, do you really have another return to sender and then go to town on him? 15, and then the turn after I double trouble it? Maybe I do. Or maybe I just go to BFB town. Either way, I'm saving this turn, because I either want to play 2 or I play 2 BFBs and the arbiter, and then I say, hey, what do you value? And then if he does get rid of the arbiter, then I start playing the lead coating balloons as kind of offense, because he can't handle the BFBs. He won't be able to handle all the BFBs, especially once they're armored. And I could even play a 3rd one, or I could play the arbiter right now. I think I'm gonna play the arbiter right now, and then. Now, this is kind of challenging him, thinking, because he can't touch this arbiter. Because if he touches the arbiter, he's not going to be able to defend against these BFBs. unless he has 2 Super Monkey Storms. He can spam boomerangs all he wants, because looks like he's gonna use the boomerang to kill the Arbiter, which is fine. And then next turn, I guess I'm gonna be a little bit short on gold, but I'm gonna play another BFB and lead coating, or I could just do the lead coating and then play around at BFBs after. I don't think there's any winning for you, Brochacho. Especially if you're saving Spike Up Pull. No, you can't be doing that. This boomerang is so annoying, because I just have to sit here and watch animation after animation of it. How much gold? I'm going to have 13 gold next turn. No, I'm going to have more than that. Wait, no. I'm only going to have 13 gold. I was going to say, so I do this. This only gives me 13. Freaking boomerang, dude. I think they need to make it a little bit weaker. I do think the boomerang's a little strong in the state that it's in right now. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I could also just double trouble. So anyways, I do this. I'm at 13. 7. I could play in. Or I think it's best to just start coding. And then next turn, I'll have enough to play 2 more BFBs. Or shrink this. He didn't make this reload. He needs this to reload so he can use his extra ammo. Anyways, this guy can't even touch them. What's he doing? 25? Popped one of them. What's he doing that on? The top? Yep. Okay, that's getting shrunk. I don't know if it's getting shrunk next turn, because it's going to take 2 turns to reload. But it is getting shrunk. Including these BFBs was a great addition, because it allowed me to be low-key offensive with the Arbiter. When you think of the Arbiter, you think in defense. But it low-key let me be offensive with it. That being said, his defense is strong. Is he going to use the 150 here? He is. That's going to take 2 turns to reload, so I can shrink it the set of turns after. Low-key, it might be worth a double trouble here on this. I think it is, because he's only attacking one of them. So I can double trouble. If I do this, this is losing 6 gold, not enough. I think double trouble is definitely the best play here. And then it leaves me with 5, so I could low-key farm. And I'm honestly so down to farm. And then next turn I want to have 15 gold, because then I can shrink the Spike Up Pull. Man, I wish I had some type of plutonium drainer. 12 gold don't matter that much. I did not mean to do that, by the way. I meant to not play the banana farm, in case you were curious. That being said, he better hope he has another Super Monkey Storm, or some type of other get out of jail free card. If he placed the far left card in his hand and it's Super Monkey Storm, I'm gonna crash out. Because that means he just drew it. Just got lucky. Okay, he stunned that. He's not in a great spot, man. There's a lot of stuff coming to his face. I bet he really wishes that he had. I bet he really wishes that he had 2 Return Descenders right now to get these BFBs back in my hand. I wonder where those went. I wonder. What? 2 Return Descenders and a Super Monkey Storm? The Arbiter may not have served its original purpose, but let me tell you, it acted as the best bait of maybe all time. Right? This is like when you play a Goblin Barrel, or when you play a Dark Goblin, and then they use whatever baits they have, and then this target practice Blimp is just the icing on the cake. But yeah, it's like when you play a Dark Goblin or a Princess or something, and then they use their log, and then you can play Goblin Gang. and Goblin Barrel and Princess and everything else at the bridge. And he has to attack this. I wonder, does the Boomerang have to attack the oh wait, no, everything else he has does less than 30 damage, so it does make sense to use the Boomerang. That being said, it's not enough double Kala power. You got cooked by ARBITR. Because like I said, I bet you really wish you had 2 Return to Senders in a Super Monkey Storm right now. But you don't. You don't. You don't. You don't even have anywhere near enough damage to kill me because you've been obsessed with defense. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a great game on how ARBITR can be used as bait, which is a thought I didn't really have, and that is a interesting use. I like this game. This was a good game, and I didn't have to wait 15 billion years for every single turn like I did in the first game. You know what? I think I got one more on me. Let's do one more.